I'd like to talk about gold again, and following up a presentation that I gave on Monday the 17th of May. You'll find that presentation on our website in full, but I'd like to talk about some of the charts that are in that, and it shows us what is happening in the market and gives us a much better understanding of where we might be and where we might be going. Firstly, just looking at that US dollar gold price, it made an all-time high last week. We've seen all-time highs in a lot of currencies. In euros, in British pounds, in Swiss francs, right across the world we're seeing new highs being achieved in all currencies. The A dollar, South African rand, and a couple of other currencies aren't quite at all-time highs yet, but I expect we'll see that soon. The other thing we really want to look at is world gold production. Gold production peaked in 2001 and it's declined about 8 or 9% since then, and whilst we probably bottomed out in 2008, and we'll see places like China, which is now the world's largest producer, and Australia kicking on. I do think we're not going to see a dramatic increase in gold production like we might have seen during the 1980s. The other thing that I'd like people to look at is, and full accreditation to a fellow named Eric de Groot, who publishes on Jim Sinclair's Mindset page and his own website. He's got some very long-term charts there which show the performance of gold and silver, and he's got targets of $4,000 or $5,000 an ounce on that, and they're very achievable according to my understanding of the fundamentals, which is really declining mine supply really at the margin, but much stronger investment demand and just not enough gold to go around. The other thing which I'm indebted to Eric de Groot for is his very long-term chart that he shows on US gold stocks, and it basically shows that the gold stocks have been going sideways for 30 years. Now we're up testing that 30-year high, and I think a good move up over the next month or so will really set the whole sector alight, and it's something that has really been lacking in the sector, even though it's been a good performer against all equities and against most other assets. The gold stocks are not showing the fire and excitement that the gold price is showing itself. We're also seeing good accumulation in these stocks around the world. The US gold indices are bigger, deeper, more liquid than what we have in Australia, but the Australian market's starting to show the same characteristics, and we can see quite a few stocks there that look as if they've got very good outlooks, given resource bases of more than 1 million ounces and exploration coming through, and for many of them, if they're not in production now, they'll be in production in the next year or so. So I think we'll see some very strong performances. The other thing which is also very important, we've got the Australian resource rent tax issue being debated at the moment. Certainly as far as I can see, it's very ill-based, ill-informed, and people just do not understand what this thing's about. I think it's going to find a lot of trouble getting through the Parliament to become law. However, the important thing is the Australian dollar and its relationship with gold indices around the world. The A dollar has got a very strong correlation with the US gold stocks, and I think that it's an indication of really where all these markets are going, backed up by commodity volumes. The Australian dollar will get through this problem. I think that the government of the day, which everyone is in power, will not permit this legislation to go through. So have a look at the list of stocks that we have as recommendations, and I think people will find on a 12-month view there'll be an outstanding investment opportunity. Thank you.